This episode contains descriptions of sexual assault and sexual violence.
For anonymous, confidential help 24/7, please call the National Domestic Violence Hotline at 1-800-799-7233 or go to thehotline.org.
Welcome to the bad boy pod, talking bad boy bars, make a good girl nuts with the bad boy swag. Having conversations that a bad boy man, sit down, relax, kick back, have a blast, enjoy the bad boy pod, brought to you by Lady Pods.
Well.
Well.
Perfect. So, we're in the testicle.
Oh, it's so smooth in here.
It is?
Yeah.
What do you mean by smooth?
I don't know, like
Smooth
a testicle. You know what I mean?
Oh, it's a smooth testicle.
Yeah,
I know what you
sorry.
mean. I
You
mean,
know what I
better
mean,
than a
though.
lumpy testicle.
Certainly.
Certainly. But if you do have one, that's fine. No judgment.
That's fine too. Just please go to a doctor.
Get a quick checkup. Make sure everything's groovy, lumpy in a good way.
Please listen to us.
Yeah, we're
Lumpy in a good way. My name is Diane. Oh my God, she's really a Justarina.
well. We had a
That's
bit
good.
of a wiry little moment
meltdown.
because I forgot a bunch of Kevin's accoutrements at my home, but luckily we're at Julia's and it's the house of a DJ, if I'm being honest.
Kevin's tail,
So we found a couple
And
alternatives
balls.
for Kevin's tail, Kevin's
penis and balls, and
penis
other
and balls,
attachments.
and
When you go to the Apple store, just ask for penis and balls, and they will
You're
know
like-
exactly what you mean.
they're like, can you point me to the direction of Kevin's penis and balls?
And they'll be
they'd
like,
Kevin from the Genius Bar.
to UB2.
Oh yeah, they'd
whatever
be
the
like
fuck it's called.
UBCB to USB 69.
And we're like, you know what it is.
That's exactly what
And
would
then I'll have a
happen.
meltdown in the Apple store just for fun.
Okay, I had a dream that I was like in a convention center
Fun.
work, and it was like people were taking turns doing like little performances,
Oh,
and I had like a
now I'm
very
listening.
I had a long wig.
Oh,
And I set, and it was like I had a microphone, and there were like thousands of people, like, and I didn't even have stage fright, if you can imagine. And I said, I was wearing this long wig, and I said, I look like Kid Rock. And then I said, my name is Kid. And then I was like, no, Kid Rock is problematic. And everyone laughed, and that was the end of my performance.
wow.
I know, standing
You're
ovation.
so aware in your dream, too, which is interesting. What do you think it means? Email Diane.
Do you hear
Fran is
Fran?
meowing. He's
Fran
upset
says
by the dream.
bawa to ba.
He says that's what that directly translates to. That's why he's crying.
Yeah,
because he loves Kid Rock. And
He
frankly,
loves Kid Rock.
He wish he
and
could
who
dream in
doesn't?
Kid Rock.
There are no Kid Rock updates this week. Spoiler alert.
Not that I know of.
I guess he's laying
Google
low, you
Kid
know.
Rock.
Kid's in his dormant phase.
Oh God, I hope he stays that way for a while.
But you know he's
hope
going to
he comes
pop back
back
with a
better
sick,
than ever.
with a sick tune.
Being weird.
He's either going to come back with a sick tune or come back with a delicious run for Congress.
Come back and be weird. Did Kid Rock have a Bud Light? Is the top question.
Remember, he did have a Bud Light a few weeks ago.
Yeah, but it's like, why is that the top question?
Monster.
It's so funny.
Okay,
no
well,
Kid
let's
Rock
see how
news, I
this
guess. That's
testicle is,
unfortunate.
because this testicle is of utmost importance given our current wire situation.
Oh my God, you're right.
This is what that show The Wire was about, right?
Not at all.
Okay,
Not
I did
at all.
watch it.
Did
And
you? I do like that show. We'll never watch it
Your
again.
cat is attacking me.
Oh my
It does sound
God.
like a beautiful episode thus far.
Ball
We're recording
with the ball,
again
the bang, diggy, diggy, diggy.
with the.
Excuse him.
Oh, thank fucking God! It's actually been quite
Cool.
cool this week.
I haven't had to run the AC very much, actually.
You were in it today though, which I appreciate. I like a cool little setting for.
I knew you'd want to be nice and cool.
Are you spelling it Kul with umlauts over the U?
With and 1,000 L's. Like, Zoe's taking off her pants.
I just really gave the smooth unzip because none of my
Easy
pants
smooth
fit me
unzip.
anymore. My name is Diane. But I bought a pair of new ones, and guess what? By the time I tried them on, they didn't fit me either.
Oh my God, I hate this
I
shit.
tried them on in Target, and they fit, and then I put them through the wash, and they no longer fit.
Like the dryer too?
Yeah,
Oh, they shrunk them.
they shrunk them.
Fucking fuck.
So now,
So they were
I
actually
really gotta-
cotton? That's nice.
Yeah.
Like, I'm
They were
glad that
from a
wasn't
new
not
Target brand called Future Collective.
Oh.
It's like a bit edgy, honestly. It's like a little. It's like a
Edgy.
Kiss designer, if you ask me.
A Kiss designer? What do you mean?
Just like a
Kiss
smidgen,
designer?
a smidge designer.
Like
Like Kiss, like small.
Like a
Exactly.
Got
It's
it.
definitely not a juicy makeout designer. Like, it's still Target.
Okay. I mean, fine. But that's interesting that they shrunk. I didn't realize. I mean, not a diss to Target.
Look, feel free to diss Target on the pod.
Okay. Then I just didn't expect them to be cotton. Or like, anything that wasn't synthetic. And I don't mean that in a rude way. It's just nothing is made like that anymore. My name is Diane. I'm old as hell.
And my name is Julia Davidovich. And here's the thing about cotton. My body's made of it.
Okay.
Delicious.
And my name is Zoe Clark. And my body? Cotton candy.
Ooh, yummy, yummy, yummy.
Don't
Dissolves.
put me in anything warm. Or really anything. Don't splash water on me at all. I will disappear.
I'll disappear into the night. My name is Cotton Candy.
My favorite thing to do at an event in like the winter where there would be both cotton candy and hot chocolate was to get them at the same time and then dip it in there and watch it disintegrate. My
You
name is
know
also Joy
the
Dodich.
cotton candy sticks?
What is that?
Like the little wand that they make the cotton candy on?
Of course.
I never liked those.
Like you don't like eating them or you just don't like holding them?
I just feel like,
You just feel like it should be an
why is
actual
it a
stick.
paper cone? Like,
God.
why
Zoe.
isn't it an actual stick? Like, why isn't it something that's like we need the plastic straw people to, I mean, they could better start like killing turtles or something because we need a new alternative to the cotton candy tube.
You're right.
It's
no
a
one
tube
cares
is the
that much.
thing.
Maybe we should just rent a cotton candy machine and figure it out. Just
Okay.
overnight. We'll have cotton candy all night, get really, really sick.
Oh, yeah.
But figure out like the best method to like get it on the stick.
Yeah.
I'll put some cotton candy art in the Slimer. Do you ever
Oh.
see those people? Like, I'm sure there's
Can they
like
spin beautiful things?
Oh my gosh. God, dish.
Like
do.
dinosaurs and stuff?
What I've seen is like flowers. So like someone doing like, here's a layer of red, orange, like a rainbow, and then like indent it, and then they're like, here you go, milady.
And they spin it. They spin it that way, and they say "milady."
No, they don't say milady, but like it's implied.
Okay, yeah, the milady's implied.
It's just kind of like and I did this work for you.
Mm.
Please tip me. Please
I mean, tip your cotton candy tenders.
do.
Cotton candy tenders.
I'm sure cotton candy tenders is a thing.
Yeah,
But
it
also
is.
there's probably etiquette for that too. Like if you're at like a children's event, wow, she can't help but move my wire right now.
Sorry,
If you're at say a children's fair at an elementary school, not that you would.
you don't need to tip them, do
You
you?
don't need to tip them. That's too weird.
Yeah,
It's too much.
I mean, I don't know. Do you like? I've never been to a children's fair when I wasn't a child. So like, do you tip the people? When you had a kids fair growing up, did you ever have the hand to dip in wax?
Oh, I not at like our fairs, but the one or two times I went to Niagara Falls, I did see that. Never did it.
We
But,
had
like,
one at our like elementary school fair. I don't know why.
fancy.
And then there was like also sand art.
Oh wow, it's very fancy.
Is it?
Didn't go that nuts. We went like face painting.
Yeah.
Max. We had like a hot air balloon that went like 14 feet in the air. Really, let's be
How about a
honest.
dunk tank?
No dunk tank. No, like I can't even imagine a dunk tank at a Canadian school. Maybe like we had one at like summer camp. School, that's a bit of a risk. I'm actually, I did go to the fair over there, when it was on because they had like good food and stuff,
Okay.
like Filipino food.
Yum.
And that's what I did.
Yeah, my elementary school fair had like a dunk tank, and the dean would go in it, and you would. Ooh, that was a good crackadoodle dandy, and you
hear it
would
across the room.
dunk the dean,
Ooh, that's fun.
and there was like that like. You would get those clear plastic bottles and different colors of sand, and you would like pour the sand in layers, and there was like
I
layered
wish you
sand.
could throw the sand at your teachers as well.
Oh,
or
you're
like
right.
dunk them in colored sand.
You should dunk
That'd be
them in
fun.
water and then
Ooh.
put colored sand on their feet, and then it's going to be so inconvenient.
It's Listen, we don't pay you and then we treat you like shit.
Okay, so let's say you're at the beach
Mm-hmm.
and you have your feet in the water.
Dream scenario.
Yeah, and you have your feet in the water, and you're like, ooh la la, what a blissful moment. Then you walk on the dry sand, and now the sand's all over your feet, and your friend is like, time to go.
How hot is it?
88 degrees Fahrenheit.
Like on the is it too hot for me to walk on the sidewalk barefoot?
Yes.
Oh fuck. Why did I even ask?
So what do you do?
Um
Do you do the thing where you like take your sandals down to the water? Like you rinse your feet off in the water and then like put your sandals on and then like cautiously walk up the beach and like try not to get sand on your feet? That's like impossible.
I'm gonna do the cuckoo thing, which is like take my wet sandy feet,
Yeah.
And then they're covered in sand though.
They're covered in sand.
But then I walk in the too hot anyway.
You go
Because
shoeless.
I'm insane. I go shoeless, and then for like 40 seconds, then I wipe off the fucking sand, and then I put them in my shoes.
With a towel, you wipe off the sand.
Probably, but by that time it's all like it's not wet anymore.
Right, that's the thing.
You're
It's like,
walking on hot,
but then it's
hot
like
pavement.
right when you remove the sand, your feet are so dry, like not in the opposite of wet way. Well, it is also the opposite of wet, but just like a.
It is the sole
like the
reason.
desert.
It is like the sole reason people really think they can just wear shoes and socks to the beach. Nay,
Nay.
never.
Never.
You can't. You just can't.
I have, and
Unless you're not planning to literally put your feet
putting
anywhere.
like a sandy foot into a sock, that's like
Hell.
second circle of hell.
It really is.
Like that is medieval torture at its finest.
My name is Zoe Clark. That is medieval torture.
My name is Zoe Clark, and I'd
Sandy
rather be
feet.
waterboarded than put a sandy foot into a sock.
I mean, oh my god.
Oh my god, what?
No, I just like.
My name is Diana, and I get
rather be
waterboarded for pleasure. You know what I mean? What are you
She
looking
really
up?
would, though. I was putting down another good boy that I just remembered.
Oh, amazing.
She would rather get waterboarded than have sandy feet for sure, though, because
Her feet really like she has a lot of wrinkles on her feet. Does that happen when you're old? And the sand really finds its way into the crevasses.
I'm kind of picturing like her bathroom or like living room is kind of like a beach theme. Like one of those is absolutely beach theme.
No, I
but
would
it doesn't
say her
mean
bathroom.
It does not mean she wants sand in her home.
I would say she definitely has a beach themed bathroom with like definitely like I'd rather be at the beach.
And she would love to live near the beach.
Oh, for
And
sure.
she will one day.
One day.
One day.
One day. Her favorite animal is for sure a seahorse.
Oh God.
Yeah. And she'll tell you about it.
Do you find them disgusting?
I don't think about them at all.
I went to the
Aquarium?
the fish museum is what
Oh,
we've been calling it.
What?
Yeah. 'Cause it's
Is
like,
that not an aquarium?
it is. It's the same thing.
But they're dead?
No. They're very much alive.
Okay, so it's an aquarium.
But then, saw some seahorses.
Yeah, and you don't
Didn't
like them.
see that shifty little octopus, though. It was really hiding.
Oh,
What
those
the
are
fuck
sneaky
was
little
it?
fuckers.
Where the fuck? And then you could pet the, what's it called?
Stingray.
Yeah. Why do they just universally let everybody pet stingrays? Because they're
Hey.
like dogs?
Come pet the stingray, you know what I mean?
It's
I don't
like
know
fine.
because
We
I don't
killed
know why
Steve
they do
Irwin
that.
or whatever, but it's
Because
fine.
in the wild, those fuckers will sting you, right?
I mean, like, they didn't kill him. Oh, they stung him in the heart. I guess, like, don't
Yep.
put your heart in the water.
My name is Steve Irwin.
Or your penis.
Oh,
I don't think that's.
I don't think I'll put my penis in the water. Wait, did you pet the stingray?
It didn't come close enough, but also they had hammerhead sharks in there. And It
Mm.
was just like they had a sign that said we feed them a lot. That's not even like it's okay. They're not going to bite you.
Oh,
But also every time
Fine.
one came up, they'd be like, "There's a shark." Be like, "Oh, okay."
like,
I'll put like something.
how do
cool
you
that I saw
do? You
this
feel
summer.
like an aquarium is a bit of a SeaWorld Rising, or not really?
It's like yes and no.
A shark? I don't know how I feel about that. Like a little fucking fish, fine.
Yeah, it was a little sad,
Yeah,
but I was also on shrooms, so it's not as sad when you're on shrooms.
yeah, no, that's
It's
fine.
all- it's
Zoos
just-
are just rough. Anyway, my name is not Diane.
Listen, zoos are rough. My name is not Diane. You're
Speaking of cotton candy, they might have that at a zoo.
right. I have this like memory of a lollipop I had at a zoo that was really delicious.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
It would look like a zebra, but that's why.
Oh, delish.
Mm-hmm.
Who's your bad boy on the block? Oh, before we get into it, we have to mention it's a double Moyle in trouble again.
I mean, is it?
Yes.
It is. Yeah, it is because
It
we did
is.
Good Boys last, and then yeah.
It's a double Moyle. It's a Moyle on the loose. If you're sick of the doubles, I don't know.
Sorry.
Listen to an old episode and get your rocks off. I don't care.
If you need to know the Good Boys of the week, well, just wait till next
We'll just
week.
wait.
I'm sorry.
The wait's gonna
Because
the wait
we'll
might
have
kill
a
you.
bunch of complaints about bad boys.
We got some bad boys. I mean, can I do a quick bad boy me?
Please.
I broke Julia's home.
Oh my god!
I made
forgot
Julia's
already.
home a
I'll
broken
take
home.
a picture.
Yeah, take a
We'll
picture.
do some evidence.
We
All of
were,
a sudden, there was a crash.
there was a huge crash.
I was like, where was there even glass? First of all,
We were just
I didn't realize.
drinking coffee, chit-chatting
Yeah.
about, parents. And I did a slight flail.
Wow,
I don't
she
even
kinda
know.
Flailed. I mean, it all just happened so fast.
It happened so quick. and I flailed so hard that a picture frame fell off the wall onto a glass shelf. And I wouldn't use the word shattered, but I would definitely say
It was a bit of a...
I would definitely say the corner of the shelf binged itself right off.
Yeah, it did.
It did.
Fixable, but...
And there was a little bit of a shard action, a bit of a shard explosion.
Shard explosion, shard on the loosh. Loosh? You know what I mean.
Shard on the loosh. And did the shards end up in my cup of coffee?
We don't know,
And are they now in my intestinal cavity?
Oh, we don't know.
We don't know.
Oh, that reminds me. One year at Gibson House, which is like something they made us do all the time, just like a school trip.
Is it like a historical thing?
Yes.
Yeah.
But it was a real house, a real old ass house, and that's all I can describe it as.
And they had like a very uncomfortable looking bed in it.
Oh, yeah. And they're like, this is stuffed with hay. And we're like, get out of here.
Were there like people who behaved like they were of the time there?
Of course. And they loved every minute of it.
Oh,
and it was haunted, of course. But also they were like, made us churn butter. And then I think, and then we had to like grate. I think you have to grate butter for it too.
Oh, fun.
So I'm just going to rat Amanda out. She grated her own skin and everything and fed everybody her skin.
Oh, what?
And I think about it constantly. I'm going to text her about it because I forgot to bring that up last time I saw her last week.
She grated her skin into the butter and then fed it to her entire class.
She certainly did.
That's
French
sick.
immersion class on top of it.
What?
She
oh mon dieu.
tried.
You know what I mean?
Rude.
That's so rude, but I definitely had to churn butter at one of those things.
Ugh, painful. But also, now I kind of want to make butter in my old age of 36.
I mean, you can just shake it up, can't you?
Shake it up. I guess you can.
Yeah.
I guess you can. My name is Diane.
My name is Diane. Anyway, are there shards in my coffee?
We'll find out.
Perfect quiz. Perfect poll for the Instagram.
Oh, yeah.
Email Diane.
Were there shards? We'll see.
Your bad boys or whatever. Okay, who's your bad boy on the block?
Let's see here. Oh my god, the mosquitoes are fucking killing me. I think it was my bad boy last week.
That was your bad boy last time.
I have another one as well. But like before you got here today, I was literally ravaged. I think they're trying to kill me. Yeah. I'm like, what am I doing?
You existed in their home space.
I existed. And then I have one inside my home.
Did you get it?
No, this was like before I left. And it tried to kill me. Okay, sorry, I just remembered another thing. A TV talk that I can do about YouTube. We're still striking, I guess.
We're still striking. Although, like, it could be ending soon. Email Diane, who knows?
Because she hasn't worked.
No, she's
so fucking bored.
She hasn't been hired for anything, but she's saying that it's because she's in solidarity with the writers and the actors.
That's exactly what it is.
She's not selling anything on her Etsy store.
Which is honestly kind of putting a dent in things.
Yeah. It's been financially tough because she's striking with the writers, aka can't sell shit.
And she moves a lot of scrunchies a month.
Tons.
And like personalized scrunchies also.
Personalized scrunchies, and she'll get like little ones that have like pizzas or like little pizzas.
She makes like little acrylic, charms and shit.
Oh yeah, she'll do resin art for you for sure.
Oh yeah, she's down to do resin art.
Diane's Resin Emporium on Etsy. Look it up.
Yeah, we're actually gonna have to make that Etsy now.
I guess we're gonna have to make it.
Sigh. That's fine. I'll make it. Okay, my other bad boy.
Yep.
And then you can do your bad boys.
Is it airport related?
Oh, I'll have to think of my airport ones because I didn't have as many this time. Weirdly.
How's the Toronto airport?
Actually, no, I do have one really bad one. The Toronto airport.
Is it big?
It's pretty big.
Yeah.
I would say I was pretty early for my flight. Oh, early good boy. I'll spill it about the Toronto airport. I really like their shuttle. It was like opened after I moved. Like it goes downtown. It's called the UP, like the Union to Pearson. And it's like 25 minutes and it just takes you downtown.
That would be really nice.
I love her. We need that.
We're getting one, I think.
Are we? I mean,
they say that they're extending the metro to a it's like kind of close to the airport, and then they're going to extend the airport shuttle to that metro.
I'll believe when I see it. And just extend it straight to Union. That's all anyone cares about.
I know.
It's the only thing you should be doing because you need to connect people to trains.
Connect me to a train.
Connect to all the trains.
Yeah.
Make it a train hub. Make us the third biggest. We're never going to be the third biggest. Toronto's the second biggest, like, big boy train hub. Like,
interesting.
You know what I mean?
After New
Union.
York?
Yeah.
Wait, who's your bad boy, though?
Blueberries.
What?
I bought blueberries being like, I mean, like, I blame myself, really. I blew myself. I was like, these aren't big enough. These are going to be shitty little shits that are like
Sometimes
sour.
the small ones are best. My name is Diane.
No, they're not. They're not sweet enough. They're so sour. And I've been putting them in grape nuts, so it's not like they can't be sweet or like just normal tasting. They can't be sour. They're so out of season. It's like, and I paid $4 for them. That is fucked up.
For a pint or for like a little skinny?
A little skinny.
I hate that.
I hate it.
Here's my gripe with blueberries. No.
Yes.
Let me rephrase. Here's my gripe with strawberries. I mean raspberries.
Oh, wow. All the little seeds, I bet. It's the little seeds.
No,
isn't it?
like blueberries, if one gets white and fuzzy, you can sort of just extract it.
You're right.
But with raspberries, like that'll mush into the entire carton. Like
Too impressionable.
Yeah, they're so naive. Like
Dumb bitches.
if like one raspberry starts to smush,
Just die already.
game
all of
over
you.
to the entire pint.
I can't. They're
Blueberries, you can kind of like separate the schmutzy from the not schmutzy.
like, painful.
But raspberries, way too naive for that.
They're really just like hell. I mean, you really just need there's really a small window for perfect raspberries. And that's it. It's very, very tiny.
Yeah, we're out of berry season, baby. Stone fruits, we have a little bit left.
We got a little more stone fruit.
Do you like stone fruits?
I love stone fruit,
Yeah,
but
who
like
doesn't?
I always buy them and forget to eat them.
Peach or
which is my
girl?
huge-
Peach or plum girl? Not
Peach
peach
or
or girl.
I like both. And I like pluots a lot.
Oh,
But,
pluots on the loose.
Wow, they're so even though. Peaches and
Peaches and plums. I feel like
That's a
peaches
tough
are
one.
probably better.
but
In my
then I'll
opinion.
convince myself the plums are better, and then I'll be like, peaches are. But like,
thing
you'll have
is-
a hard peach, and then it'll ruin your day.
But a hard plum?
Oh, geez, but you can really tell. Sometimes you can't tell with a peach. You get in there and you're like, this isn't even sweet.
Yeah.
But a peach pie, but a hard peach pie, oh my god.
I mean, the
Another
thing
ruiner.
is, like, I don't love the fuzz.
I don't love the fuzz.
I don't love the fuzz. Like, I would
So you're a
choose
nectarine
nectarine.
bitch.
Yeah.
Really?
I'm a nectarine Nancy a bit.
Both good. I like to slip a few nectarines in a peach pie as well.
Uh-oh.
Crazy.
Getting a little bit nuts.
I did a peach and rhubarb once, and that was when I was going through my huge rhubarb phase.
Yeah, you did go through a rhubarb phase.
It was really
Was that
fun.
in the pandemic? No.
No, not even.
It was
which is
post-pandemic.
Post. But then I mean, I really did. I really, oh man, there's something wrong with me. The more you see the things you focus on, you're just like, interesting.
Yeah.
But then I went on this thing where like, I was like, oh, but I can't really grow it here. But then I found some article that was like, you can grow it if you're growing this like certain Australian Mediterranean type. I know Australian and Mediterranean aren't the same thing,
They're not.
but it was a Mediterranean strain that you could grow in
Here and
climates.
Australia.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So that's interesting to me.
Well, you heard it here last.
I'm going to fucking grow them.
Bit of a nectarine pod.
I'm going to be a bit of a fucking rhubarb farm.
My bad boy also.
Mm-hmm.
So I got the COVID booster.
Yum.
This is a bit of a cautionary tale.
Okay.
Although I
scary,
guess
but
they
okay.
changed it. So I signed up for a booster appointment at Walgreens. I told Julia this already. And I went,
not
and because I have bad insurance, because I got laid off and just was like, I'm going to pick the cheapest one that covered California offers. The vaccine wasn't covered by my insurance, which is so fucking wackadoo. Like, you were going to have to pay so much more money as my insurance provider if I get COVID or long COVID or whatever. Anyway, fuck you. And Walgreens was like, sorry, can't help you. And then somebody tweeted that the CDC has a program, it's called like the Bridge program, that offers free vaccines to people who don't have insurance or who have bad insurance, but it wasn't offered at Walgreens when I went. I think it is now. So whatever, if you make a booster appointment, just make sure you check at vaccine.gov that the one that your insurance covers it, or the one that you're going to offers the free one, because fuck.
It's so dumb. So the free one is like going to be like a J&J? Is that what?
No.
Oh.
No.
Huh.
You can get, there are three now. There's Moderna, Pfizer, and there's like Novavax, which is like a new one.
It's so interesting.
Yeah.
And confusing at the same time. I wish I could just go to Albertsons because they keep giving me 10% off or 15% off. But then like that
If
makes
you
it so
waited,
sneaky.
it would probably show up at Albertsons. Also,
Probably.
you can call and ask.
I guess, or just walk into Albertsons and demand, I know.
Yeah.
I would never demand, I'm just kidding. But like, I'll figure it out. Oh God, look at that hummingbird eating. It's so cute. I'm really obsessed with my hummingbird feeder.
I mean, you love animals.
Oh, wow. Thank you for saying that. Because I do.
Oh, there are people having a party out there.
Oh, great. Don't scare my hummingbird away, you sick shit. Go take your party indoors.
Okay. Do you have any other bad boys?
I spent a good 2 seconds rigging that to... There's like a ghoul outside, and I can control it from the inside. So every time my least favorite neighbor walks by, I'm going to like...
You're going to ghoul?
press it.
You're going to ghoul them?
I'm going to jump scare ghoul them.
Yeah, you got to ghoul them when you have the chance.
Listen, you got to ghoul them when you have the chance. I have one more bad boy, though.
Okay.
Both flights on AC, Air Canada,
Yep.
did not have Wi-Fi.
Oh, poopity scoop.
Poopity
I mean,
scoop
sorry,
indeed.
he's anti-Semite, but still. Damn. Did they have TVs?
Yeah, and like, actually, you know what? The programming was pretty good, I gotta say. I watched a really interesting documentary. I'll put on the Slimer because I don't remember the exact name, about a throat singer, like the Bjork, I guess, of throat singers.
Okay.
She's very cool.
The Bjork of throat
I
singers.
I fell asleep because it was very beautiful.
Okay.
And then I passed out for about an hour and a half, and I woke up and it was like over, and I rewound it and watched it again because I missed the whole thing. And on the way there, I forgot what I watched. Who gives a shit? But
Wait, there was no free Wi-Fi or no Wi-Fi at all?
no free Wi-Fi, no Wi-Fi available on the plane.
Damn.
Both.
JetBlue has the best Wi-Fi.
They really do. That's who I'm taking to Florida.
Ooh, nice. JetBlue is who I'm taking to New York.
Oh, hot.
Yeah.
I hope we're at the airport at the same time. We're not going to be.
We're not.
We're not going to be at all.
We might
Actually, wait.
be on the way back. No, because I'm coming back on a Monday from New York. Anyway, email
All right,
Diane.
you're right.
Okay, well, let's do updates then.
Amazing.
We only have 2 quickies. One is that Leonardo DiCaprio is dating another 25-year-old. Barely an update, if you ask me.
Perfect. I mean, that's just his life.
Yeah.
It's my life.
And
My
I date
name
a
is Leo.
25-year-old model.
Are we good?
It's like
We make good
Vittoria.
sounds.
Her name is Vittoria.
Oh, beautiful. I'm sure she's gorgeous.
She honestly is.
I'm sure she's, a wonderful
I'm sure
young
she's
lady.
an old soul.
Oh, my God. It is undeniable that she's an old soul.
It's like she is 100% so mature for a 25-year-old.
Oh, you'll love to see it.
No, you would be surprised to learn she's 25 because she acts 73.
Wow.
Yeah, and she has the pussy of a 90-year-old. My name is definitely Diane.
I love that for her.
Yeah,
you
me
know
too.
what?
And Leo.
Congratulations, Leo.
Leah likes him young, but likes the pussy ancient.
That's fine with
My
me.
name is Leonardo
I
DiCaprio.
like the pussy ancient.
Second update.
Mhm.
Bijou Phillips,
Oh my God.
the wife-a-doodle ding-dong, but not for long, of Danny Masterson,
Bum, 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 bum.
filed for the Rock Hard D after he was
so proud of
sentenced
her.
to 30
fucking
years in
idiots.
prison Cheney.
Like, she only did it because she felt pressure, right? Like, why was
Okay,
she...
so I
Okay.
think you're going to believe this. I would say you're not going to believe this, but I'm going to say you're going to believe this. So, I was reading an article about it.
Can't wait.
I feel
Uh,
great.
Wow, I've barely
I
touched
feel
a drop
like
today. We've been catching up.
Yeah, we've had a lot to talk about, and now we're on to Beige. Okay. So she's asking for spousal support for the next... She's asking for spousal support, and there's a civil lawsuit that Danny is going to have, and they're going to split their assets. And basically, if they get a divorce, any future lawsuits against Danny wouldn't be able to look into joint assets for payments because she will no longer be married to him.
Oh.
So is it like a way of protecting their assets rather than like actually getting a rock hard D because he's a rapist? I don't know.
Interesting.
Yeah. It's a bit, I don't know if it's a
Yikes.
conspiracy, Connie, but.
That's a bit of a conspiracy, Connie. I guess it depends how it gets split up, how it actually gets split up.
Right.
Because if it's not like a 50-50.
But I mean, I don't know if she signed a prenup. Like, obviously, I don't know the details of their relationship. But if it's like a sneaky get around so that like
She'll keep her cash.
she'll keep the cash, then I
The
would
cash.
think that he would give her as much as he possibly can
Which
so
makes
that it's
sense.
protected when he's sued.
I mean,
Like they have a
yeah.
property that his Beige and their daughter have been living in. And I assume that's going to go to her. It's like they bought, it was like right when he got arrested or right when the like accusations came out, they bought this new place.
Any other person, I would have just been like, Yeah, I mean, it's a straight up divorce. She's just like, bye. But
Right.
yeah, this
She's
is
like, why would I be married to somebody who's going to be in jail for 30 years?
She seems very stand by your manny.
She does seem stand by your
I don't know.
manny, meaning a male nanny. Just kidding. No.
Bam! Egg in the bottle.
Oh, yeah. She wants to tuck you in at night in the jail cell. My name is Beige.
Well, you know what? I can't wait for him to go to jail.
I know.
Is he in it right now? I
Yeah,
mean,
he's
he
in
must
it.
be.
He-
He's just sitting
yeah,
there.
He's just sitting in jail. Also in jail, Tory Lanez.
Oh, wow.
And apparently he's scared for his life. Email Diane.
Okay.
I read that today. Perfect. So let's move on to our first bad boy of the day, but our only bad boy of the week, if you ask me.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh, I hate this guy. I mean, I can't believe. I was
He's
like, I
such
can't
an
believe it's
Otz,
taken
though.
this long. However,
I know.
it hasn't really.
You're
He's
right,
a
though.
Mr. Worst Wealthy Gorilla I've ever seen, practically.
Oh, we'll
Your
put this in
gal.
the summer. It's kind of like, the first glance, you're like, is that a fucking magician?
He does look. He has a bit of a magician rising
is this
vibe.
guy?
He's definitely a Mr. He's just so gross. Like I bet his body odor stinks like shit. He just seems like he would have gnarly
Listen.
body odor.
He kind of does, actually.
He's a grease ball.
He's a bit of a greasy spoon. He's a bit of a, creep on your gal. He's
Yeah.
a bit of like, I mean, he's a straight up pervert.
He's a straight up pervert.
and
He's
like
a straight up.
funny pervert at that.
He's a straight up rapist, to be honest.
He's a rapey
He's
baby.
a rapey baby. It's Russell Brand.
Yeah, he's here. and
Guess
he's
his net
rapey.
worth.
We got to do a salad too, because I'm curious. Gosh, 250 million?
Oh Jesus, no, 33 million.
Oh God, I don't know why I thought he was stinking rich by this point.
I mean, 33 is nothing to cry at. But I mean, honestly,
I just thought he was like,
I don't know if this is incorrect, and this could just be so wrong.
Hmm.
But I feel like because a lot of his career was in the UK, they kind of pay less.
interesting news.
Do you think that's true?
Listen, that's Zoe's theory, and we're sticking with it.
That's my big theory.
Oh, corrections corner.
Yeah.
Last week, I think I said MIA is a anti-vaxxer.
Yeah.
And like, I'll find the exact. 1 second. It's like not that she's an anti-vaxxer. She's just like I couldn't find anything that said she was an anti-vaxxer. She just like was like alluding to something that what's his face said. Okay, MIA compares Alex Jones's Sandy Hook lies to celebrity vaccine PSAs.
What?
I know, it's just so fucking convoluted. If Alex Jones pays for lying, shouldn't every celebrity pushing vaccines pay too? She tweeted, which made people think she was an anti-vaxxer. She's just kind of being like a what's the
advocate?
word? Devil's advocate. There's another word for it. Shyster. I don't know. Just like kind of being
like kind of an edgelord.
edgelord. That's what I'm looking for. So maybe not full anti-vax. I think she is literally vaxxed, but like
That's
bit
a
of an
little.
edgelord.
That's a little anti-vax rising.
It's
though.
like you just don't need to say shit like that.
you don't.
So anyway, just wanted to correct. Not that anyone said anything, but I listened back just to make sure. I was like, I
No,
can't
that's fair. You
find
can
it.
You can correct.
So,
Certainly.
what did I interrupt again?
Russell Brand.
Oh, that's fine.
So, this past week, the Sunday Times in the UK and Channel 4 put out a documentary called Dispatches in Plain Sight. I guess Dispatches is like a series they have over there.
Dispatches. It definitely sounded like it. I found it on Dailymotion, by the way. Even though I like fully signed up for a BBC account, it was easier to
Well,
watch
it's
on
on Channel
this TV
4.
for some reason. Yeah.
Yeah, so you can get it on a VPN or apparently Dailymotion.
Just go on Dailymotion.
The documentary was fine, but it basically details a bunch of assault allegations against Russell Brand from his whole career, I'd say.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't realize they stretched so far and like so many too. He's
many.
really like, I hate throwing around the term sex addict, but it's like literal sex addict. Like
Well,
he's
but
like
it's
addicted
like-
to fucking
He
and like a pervert.
He's definitely well. The thing is, like, I feel like sex addict. He calls himself a sex addict.
I mean, someone who claims that they need to. Okay, no one needs to have sex that much. That's
I know.
obvious. Like no one needs
But
to have sex
like,
that much.
I don't know. Like, is it? I'm such like,
Like on top of not being able to keep your hands to yourself, which is bad enough.
yeah.
You are propositioning people for sex constantly.
Like being a sex addict is
Why?
one thing. Being like a sex criminal is something completely different.
It's just
And it's
when-
possible that he's both.
Yeah, I mean, definitely, you're right. You can be both.
You can be both. Like, I do believe that this man had a lot of consensual sex. I also believe that this man had a lot of non-consensual sex.
Sounds like it, and also underaged.
Yeah, that too. So, in this documentary, and also it was like an article that came out, allegations were published from 5 women, 4 of them anonymously, accusing Russell Brand of rape, sexual assault, and emotional abuse between 2006 and 2013. The youngest of the women was 16, which was the age of consent in the UK at the time of the alleged abuse, while Russell Brand was 31. Most of the women did not know each other, but chose to stay anonymous because of public harassment.
I guess I forget it's not underage when it's in the UK.
It's so fucking
It's
weird.
so gross.
It's so gross. And they said that they felt compelled to speak out given Brand's newfound prominence as an online wellness influencer.
Unbelievable.
Like, is there a bigger red flag than becoming a wellness influencer?
I guess not. In this day and age, oh no. I mean, I guess not.
So fucked. And there are a lot of theories online about, like, he has sort of begun spewing some right-wing shit in the past year or so, and people are saying, was he doing that to prepare for, like, this moment? Like, he obviously knew this investigation was going on. Siren, here they come to get Russell. He knew this investigation was going on, so it's like it was part of this like huge pivot, so that when he is like, the mainstream media is against me, there was like already a year or whatever of him talking about this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's like, and then when like Tucker Carlson comes out and defends you, it's like, you should be so ashamed of yourself, but obviously you're not.
Oh, absolutely. But yeah, I mean, they do. Why do people do that weird pivot instead of just owning up to it, I guess? I mean, they're too scared. But also, like, yeah, it is a bit of a weird, like, conservative streak because they all kind of sound the same.
Yeah.
Because, like, I've never considered Russell Brand to be conservative. But when it comes to his weird views, he sounds like
the thing
asshole.
is, I don't think he was. I mean,
He's
look,
just
I'm
a
sort of
bad
speaking about my ass right now, but I don't think he was. But I think in preparation for this shit to come out, he pivoted.
Yeah, probably.
That's not my opinion. I saw it online.
Likely.
But he obviously denies all the allegations and says that the relationships have all been consensual. And they do range. Like, some of the women said that their relationship with him started off consensual, and then there was like an incident where they did not consent and he like still insisted on having sex with them, or like,
I did everything right and they indicted me.
Just kidding. He all he says is like, in every interview and like every rebuttal I've seen, is that he's only had consensual sex with people.
yeah.
It's just like, you can keep saying that as long as you want.
And it's a bit of an R. Kelly where like the documentary I thought did a interesting job, like having his quote unquote comedy sets, because they're not funny.
They're so unfunny.
But like his sets talking about like oral sex and things he would say about like women on stage, and then his accusers talking about him basically saying the same thing to them, but like mid assault. And it's like,
ew, yeah.
It's the in plain sight thing. It's like he was saying it.
I mean, it's also the name of the
It is the name.
documentary.
That's the name.
But that was my first thought because of the name of the documentary.
Yeah.
Because he was really just hiding in plain sight. Like, he really, there were visuals of him, like old, I don't even think these were interviews, just like, I don't know if these were like, I'm not even sure what they were. I don't know who any of these hosts are because I don't know British TV that well.
Yeah, British TV is so random.
But like, he's just fucking kissing on women and feeling them up on camera.
Yeah.
Like hosts, and they're trying to laugh it off like they want to keep their job.
I know. It's so uncomfortable when you see like old talk show footage of like people interviewing.
Because like your instinct.
I like your dress.
Can you imagine if you actually instinctually what you did if you pushed someone off of you in the middle of an interview? Like if that woman just like pushed him off and said, "No, Russell."
Yeah.
She would have been
fired.
Yeah.
Done.
I mean, like, it's impossible to do that, which is so sad.
But this actually wasn't the first, like, yes, this was obviously like the big expose, but in 2006, Kylie Minogue's sister,
Classic.
accused him of sexual harassment after she went on a TV show. She described him as a bit of a vile predator, adding, "I certainly don't think he has cured his sex addiction." She said that Russell Brand wouldn't take no for an answer, and throughout the whole interview, he kept making shocking remarks that I can't even repeat.
Yeah.
Then, in 2014, Jordan Martin accused Russell Brand of sexual assault and physical and emotional abuse during their 6-month relationship.
I remember
he's a cabby slammy for sure.
Oh, undeniable. He really is. He's kind of a combination of Johnny Depp and, I mean, hair-wise, bit of a Johnny Depp rising for sure.
Hair-wise, huge Johnny Depp.
Big time.
When he was younger, or I don't know, there was a period of time where he had this hair where it was kind of up.
Oh, it was really
perpetual bedhead. He had
yeah, that was the style though, that weird teased look. We'll put it in the summer. It's really bad.
It's so fucking bad.
But that phase I went through where I watched a lot of weird British quiz shows. Mm-hmm. Honestly, British people, I gotta say, not all British people. I mean, we love our British listeners.
British
you
listeners,
people are all
you're
perfect.
different.
But I don't know. They're problematic for a while. I feel like a lot of they just let. I mean, on God, I don't. What was that show fucking called? It was
The Naked One.
No,
that you love.
The which one?
The Naked One that you love.
Oh no, I love that show. Naked Attraction is a perfect show. That does not affect the writer's strike, so I can say that. But I mean, even from an early time, just the way he even talked to Amy Winehouse on that show, he was never appropriate. He was always such an asshole.
Yeah.
He was always an asshole. He was always lewd.
Yeah.
And I'm sure I didn't think too much of it when I was a literal child in my 20s watching it, but now looking back, he was literally the worst.
Take it in a little bit,
you definitely do.
Whether or not you are conscious, you're haha, you could maybe think. You can convince yourself that's what is supposedly funny if this guy is on TV doing it. And what people said in the documentary was there were people who worked on the show with him and stuff, and they would be he would pick people out of the audience, girls out of the audience, would have production assistants or other people who work on the show go up to them and give them his cell phone number, being he wants to see you backstage. They felt like they were kind of his, I don't know, not pimp, whatever,
I mean, that definitely makes sense. That's so creepy, though. It's so creepy that he really thought he was that fucking cool, too.
I know.
Ooh, and I mean, his little buddy at that time, I remember
his co-host guy?
Well, it was Noel Fielding at the time.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think he was a co-host with him ever for anything, but maybe he was. But that show, Nevermind the Buzzcocks, he would always be a co-panelist with him or something.
Noel Fielding, Dumois posted something.
Oh, I'm a little scared. I used to love Noel Fielding when I was a fucking teenager.
I mean,
I would have listen if Noel Fielding walked up to me and was like, "You're 15, want to fuck?" I would be like, "Yes, Noel Fielding, I would fuck you." So if he did, if he did anything terrible,
Dumois posted a blind.
Believe it.
Dumois posted a blind item. So this could, or who the fuck knows? That was the quirky, weird host from Bake Off.
Okay.
There's something a brewing. And it's whether or not we believe it, nothing has come out yet. We don't fucking know. This is all hypothetical. She didn't even name him.
And it's now, when was that?
It was recently? It was before. It was sort of on the cusp of the Russell Brand shit coming out.
Because it has to be. Because they were bud.
Yeah.
But Russell Brand was always pretty much worse.
I mean, Russell Brand
they're all the same.
Looks like he's this guy.
Wow, that was such a time though. Remember early aughts British everything?
Yeah.
Lily Allen. My name is Diane.
Perfect accent. Definitely. He's just the worst. And I there are investigations that maybe they will he is being for real investigated in the UK in a criminal way.
Oh, fucking thank God though.
Yeah, we'll see.
I mean,
I won't hold my breath.
He's the Dane Cook of the UK, to be honest. I feel comfortable
He's worse
saying
than that.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah.
I mean, humor-wise.
Oh, humor-wise?
Yeah.
Ugh, he's so.
But you're right. He is absolutely
he's
worse
so
than he actually did
fucking
like real crimes. I don't know what Dane Cook did. That was well, you know what?
No, he had a very young girlfriend in Cook, but it was.
He
I don't
did, but
think it was like a.
Oh, you know what though? He was still. I feel like he was still talking to her when she was younger.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's always something like that.
Yeah,
Men
but
just
it's
can't
very
fucking
different
wait,
than
can they?
having like 5 legitimate sexual assault and rape allegations against you,
You're right.
which is like, I'm sure just the start, honestly. And in the documentary, there was a point where they're like, we reached out to a bunch of fucking comedians to talk on the record about him. And one did, a comedian named Daniel Sloss, spoke on the record against Russell Brand and was like, yeah, I mean, there were like text threads with female comedians basically telling each other, like, avoid this man at all costs.
He's such a creep.
And it's like, this is the one comedian who said he would talk on the record. I'm just like, how many people did they ask that didn't? And those people, I'm sure, like, not like they all have something to hide. I'm sure, like, you know, I understand that it's like scary, but it just sort of sucks that there was only one. I mean, shout out to him, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, literally, thanks for doing
That.
Yeah.
I mean, like, it shouldn't. It just sucks that that's like the fucking world we live in. That, like, the risk of speaking out against a shitty comic is higher than the reward for doing so. You know, like, that sucks.
It does. And, like, I mean, it's like that here, too.
Yeah, no, it is. For sure. That's not British.
Well, I can't believe. I mean, it's so weird. It isn't weird that he was married to Katy Perry.
It literally isn't.
It isn't. Like, it's so complicated because you're like, you were married for probably like a year or two.
Yeah, it wasn't very long.
At most. But, like, you probably also had the same reaction where you're just like, oh, I don't know. I don't give a shit about Katy Perry at all. But, like, how could she even know what kind of person he was?
I'm sure she learned pretty quickly.
Fucking chameleon. That man seems bizarre.
Maybe he only dated her to get ahead, but the thing is, like, that man hates women so much, I can't imagine they had a good marriage.
That's the scariest part.
Like,
he had such an unstable. I mean, listen, who has a stable childhood, really? But, like,
to be fair,
his childhood was really, really weird, I believe.
Yeah. Well, he sucks. We'll definitely keep everybody updated on what happens with Russell Brand. Hopefully, he leads a horrible life. You know, watch the documentary on Daily Motion or Channel 4 if you're in the UK. I thought it was like
television.
It was fine. The documentary was fine. I mean, it did what it had to do, which was get the facts across that this man is like a predator and has been for years, and that, like, you know, obviously with all of these people, he's been protected by the companies he worked for and the people he worked with, and you know, whether like HR complaints were buried or not, who can say? But it definitely seems like there were a lot of people who are responsible for enabling his behavior.
I mean, there were so many checks and balances that were like not
checking
so many people
and
that
not
could have
balancing.
been protected.
Yeah.
And every victim, yeah, I don't know, they should have been protected.
And like if the star of your show, if you have to like warn the young female PAs, like, stay away from the star of your show. Like, if you're a producer in a higher up position doing that, like, fucking think about that. Like, that's so backwards that, like, you are putting the safety of your employees on themselves, being like, avoid this person, when, like, these people, like, when I was 22, a 22-year-old PA, like, working on shows for whatever, like, you can be warned up the wazoo if the star of the show asks to get you a coffee, or getting them a coffee. You know, like, that's what's going to happen. You're the lowest level employee, and you just want to impress everybody, regardless of whether or not you're told that they're like a creep.
Wow. Yeah,
So,
everyone should have been protected then.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like, it is literally the responsibility of the people who fucking hired him in the first place. It's so sad that still exists.
Yeah.
And I can't believe people really just would rather warn instead of just not hire a piece of shit.
Exactly. Like, what?
It feels like there's more liability in the long run.
Yeah,
to hire
you
a
would
piece
think
of
so.
shit. You would assume.
But like he worked for Channel 4. He worked for
lasting.
Channel 4, and now Channel 4 put out this documentary. So it's kind of like a what? Like what?
Like embarrassment.
It's
out
like
the
oh, this
ass.
you?
Like they feel nothing. I don't think they give a shit. I just don't think people, and by people I mean like execs,
Yeah.
care about. I mean, this is so obvious, but it's like they don't care about anything but money. It's obvious they don't
care
give a
about
shit about
anything
feelings or how
but money.
anyone. If anyone gets molested, like
Yeah,
they wouldn't give a shit.
This is like what we talked about with the Mila Kunis shit. It's like Ashton Kutcher and Danny Masterson are obviously like unsavory perverts, but like she was put in such an unsafe situation as a minor, where it's like,
and
why are you putting the responsibility on her? That's like so not okay.
She's been a voice actor at Family Guy for like the
She
last
has been.
20 years, probably.
Yeah.
However long it's been on. I can't imagine how she survives in that kind of climate without really drinking the punch, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because, like, I don't think it's a very savory environment for anyone who's not a dude.
Yeah, it does seem like a
in
boys'
my
club over there.
opinion.
Seth MacFarlane's little boys' club.
I listen.
Even though he has a beautiful singing voice, he
really does have a beautiful singing voice.
He really
It's
does have a beautiful
unfortunate.
single voice. And he has donated a
Wasted.
lot of money to the film production fund or whatever.
You know what? Wasted on wasted. Become a better person. I don't know. Their jokes have not improved.
Yeah, I would say there are definitely some jokes in there that are like whoopsie dipsy daisy. Well,
Very weird though.
let's shut the door on Russell Brand.
Oh no. Oh my god. Can we say his salad though?
Oh, Russell Brand salad. We haven't done that in a while.
Let's see. God, since he's such a health advocate, I think that maybe he would
Quinoa.
do like, oh god, quinoa, some dinosaur kale.
Oh yeah, dinosaur
Just
kale.
like really sustenance shit. Like he loves Satan.
Satan.
Is it Satan?
Yeah, but Satan
sorry.
as well.
But also Satan as well.
Oh, so we're going vegan with it?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's quinoa, dinosaur kale, seitan. This sounds kind of good to me so far.
Oh no.
I know.
Okay, put something gross in it.
Yeah, we need to put something gross in it, like a fucking
Like imitation crab.
vegan imitation crab.
Mm-hmm. So, and also like vegan imitation salmon.
Definitely.
But like a lot of vegan imitation seafood.
it's a vegan imitation seafood salad.
yeah, yum. But also for
Atop
him
quinoa
only.
and dinosaur kale.
And like vegan imitation mayonnaise based
Tartar sauce.
Exactly.
Yeah,
It's like
dressing.
we'll bind it all together. I'll use AI. I haven't used that in a while.
Oh yeah, we love AI. Just kidding.
Get your salad stuck in the door, you disgusting prick.
I think they've met.
Oh my god.
I think he's met Mark McGrath. I really
Surely.
do.
I think
I
they
really
have.
do. I think it's like an MTV movie
Dream.
awards situation.
MTV dream for sure for them.
Agreed.
They love each other.
Okay. Well, let's shut the door on the first half of this double moil. So email Diane at badboypod.com. Your bad boys on the block. Your good boys. Your salads.
Your
Shop.badboypod.com for a Diane tea. Leave us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you listen. Smash that subscribe button.
Smash it.
And did I say follow us at
But
Bad
not
Boy
too
Podcast?
hard. Yeah, we love.
We got a couple follows this week.
Yeah,
Email
we
Diane
did.
if that's
Thank
true.
you for that.
And also,
Liv Moss.
Liv Moss.
I think so.
I
all
agree.
I think about sometimes.
It's literally all I can say.
It's like sometimes when you're living moss,
Yep.
you don't even realize. You
Yep.
know what I mean?
Yeah, live your life so Moss that you
Hurt your back almost,
almost.
but not too bad. Not too bad. What are you looking at out there? Squirrels?
Yeah,
See, it's hard not to.
it's hard not to.
They're so cute here.
Like I'm living Moss so hard. I just saw a squirrel.
Oh my god, I forgot about my other bad boy.
Save it for next
You know
week.
what? Save it for 5 seconds from now.
Perfect. Okay.
All right.
Bye bye.
Brought to you by Lady Parts.